All right, y'all, this is different. The energy that's coming through is is like silly and very joyful and curious. Okay, so God said just to speak what's coming to me, and I want you to ask yourself, why do you obsess over the things that you obsess over? And why, if you think that you want love in this life, why? Do you think that it's a feeling that you want to have? Or is it that you want to have a person beside you? Or is it that this person that you think that you love, you're fascinated by them? And let's take judgment away from this and sit and just hold that neutrality, or that in between space of just observing, and ask yourself why. Because maybe it's really that your soul is drawn to something because you need to learn from that person. And I'm speaking it this way because I'm also trying to understand what is being asked of me, and how I'm going to open there's some sort of lower blockage. However, how are you going to get yourself out of an obsessive state? That's not a place of love. And if you keep coming close to someone and sabotaging it, you push them further and further away. So I think that what's meant to be is going to be regardless. And that I think that the people who come together in any kind of union have been on earth probably many, many times. So it's like only the craziest come here and try to do love. It's not so much the craziest, it's just like it takes so much inner work to get to a place that you can hold that much with another person, and that you want that much spiritual development. And I think there's some sort of dynamic where it's like, I remember Michelle speaking on this, that like one person's more spiritual, one's more physical, one's more on the spiritual side, and one's more on the physical side. One's more on the pull away and be with myself and to take this time for myself, more independent, and one's a little bit more codependent. And it's codependency can be unhealthy, but like having more needs doesn't make you wrong. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but it is very interesting when it comes to all of this. And I think that you have to get to a place of putting the divine first. Okay, thank you. There's this letting go and trusting in the universe that it's going to come together. There has to be like no doubt left. Maybe not no doubt, like we can't just avoid fear completely, but you have to be able to like let it go and allow the universe to work its magic. because that will help you. You may like be like, I just can't get out of obsession. I don't know. I just can't. And you need to speak to that. And that might even help. That might even be the thing that allows you to let it go. Because that door can be shut, and or the universe is the universe is going to work it out either way. Because what happens, I believe, is that you each may have different partners going forward if it doesn't work out for a union. Because you have to remember that it's for spiritual development overall. So there's a higher reason that we become passionate and obsessive about certain things. There's a higher reason for that, because your soul is part of your soul's development. This is my personal view, and this is just what's coming to me, so I'm speaking it. And it's beautiful to be someone that cherishes people, but sometimes you've got to let them in. You've got to be able to get over the fear of intimacy, because it's like anytime we have a fear of intimacy, of course we all truly want intimacy, but and then for me, I know I'm on the other side of like, there, I guess it is still fear of intimacy. Cause for me, it's, oh my goodness. Okay. It was trying to come to me and then it left. It's fear of being suffocated. It's a fear of being, trapped. So it's not that I love to be like, even with my kid, after all of the amount of time that we've spent together and all of the BS that I've had to deal with and all the times that I've had to face my own demons with him, those are the things that I cherish most about life, is that, it's so interesting, because like there's so much that I haven't done and so many sacrifices that I've made I've been in places and given up so much freedom and things that I miss and passion and things like that I don't have in my life that I used to, and etc. But I'm so grateful that I had to sit and deal with myself and my kid, and that we have developed this relationship, and that's something I've been able to experience in this life. It's like, those are the things that are priceless. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to post this or not, but I love the silly spirits that come. I love them. And they always give me a lot of downloads when I'm in that kind of space for some reason. They like that was another thing, is like, God wants us to be happy. You know, it's hard as a human with lower chakras, and lower chakras aren't even always bad, but it's just like the stuff that gets trapped down there. It makes it hard to stay in these high vibrations. But, I don't know how to help with men specifically, because it's so different. Like it's so, I struggle with like trauma dumping and like saying too much and like being too vulnerable and being vulnerable around the wrong people. And so I've definitely learned to like be more discerning. And then I kind of have that struggle where then I flip to being more like this harsh Queen of Swords. So I guess the point of that piece is that it's like we all have to have parts that we still have to figure out and learn, and how to soften and to speak our needs and to say what's really going on. And, you know, for men, apparently there's something about being too vulnerable. I don't know that it's bad, but I saw a divine masculine speaking about that. So I don't know how to help men with all of these things. But this is a lot, because it's coming to me again. There is this piece about having to let go, and allow the divine to take over, or to have the reins, because And we know, okay, I'm just going to give this example. That's beautiful. Thank you. That we know this because I know, and I know other people have spoken this, and it may have happened to you as well, is that whenever you stop thinking about someone, or whenever you like are like, okay, I'm over it, I don't want it. Even if it's not like you have to go to a place of hating that person, it's just like, you're like, I can't take this mental crap anymore. Like whatever it is that you're like, you get to that place of like sickness, like disgust, like I can't, like exhaustion, overwhelm, and you just like let it go. Then it's like, then the universe is like, oh, okay, thank you. Finally, like now we can figure this out, cause it's like, we forget that, it's this give and take. And, I know for me, for sure, every time I tried to like walk in, I even manifested some things that were absolutely lessons. And, of course, it seems like most of the people that we come in relationships, even that become lessons, and they all are lessons because we're learning anyways from each other. But, I know those that I tried to either manifest, or I tried to like, in any kind of control in any way, it always didn't end well. It always like became something, or like, yeah, if I was the person to make the first move, that didn't happen very often, but it definitely didn't end well. So it's like, we forget how much those things those initial like intentions and things like that, matter. And, okay, so that came to me, and I wanted to speak it. So, things are going to work out the way that they're meant to. And, I think that what's meant for you can't miss you, but there's so much about this journey that to me, there's like the stuff, like I said, about the relationship that I developed with my son, that wasn't something, and that I ran from relationships for a long time. Like I didn't want to be close. I didn't want to have that. I mean, it was definitely fear of intimacy, but also just like, no, I want my freedom. And that's because like when you have situations as a kid, when your power is taken away, you desire freedom. Like you want that freedom because you don't want to feel that power struggle. So it's not always as easy as it looks, but I do think that when the right like ingredients come together, that it will work out how it's meant to. And there's just this element of having to let the universe do its thing. And then that you realize how beautiful that is when those moments happen, when it's just like this special gift that comes to you. It's just like, it's the best. It's the best thing. And I'll stop on a corny note. All right. Love you guys.